Hey guys, welcome to the end of 2024. I'm still here, I'm still alive. I say this to myself every year. It becomes a little bit more of a surprise every year. The actuarial tables will catch up with everybody at some point. Um, I'm setting my bar for this annual recap. Usually I set, I'll stand in front of the table and I'll have props spread out. This year, at first I thought I didn't have any props, but I have one, and that's this. I switched to the Pagulayan chalk right after Derby City. I did not buy any cues. I did not buy any cases. I mean, I bought a new version of the DigiQ. I don't think that really counts. So the equipment part of my recap this year is pretty lame. I mean, I will just say that. I mean, I really like the Pagulayan medium chalk here. It's my favorite chalk that I've ever used. Very clean, and I don't miss you with it. It's what I look for in chalk, I guess. So I do this every year. I used to do it just for myself. Now they're going up on YouTube, and they have these different categories that I go through, but I don't have those memorized as far as what they are. I don't have it written down, so I don't really know. I might miss one. Usually I will cover equipment, and there we go. Cover equipment. My physical style. Let's talk about that a little bit, because that's probably the most interesting thing to me, because it's ongoing. I've always been a person that's always changed physical styles, always, because it's fun for me, and because if I change something, a shorter bridge or stand up a little higher, a little bit more forward, whatever, I change something, and usually for a while, I'll shoot better. And I'm like, yay, secret of pull. I used to say that, yay. And then it goes away and I go to something else. So I quit saying secret of pull to myself a long time ago. I just, for some reason, change is good for me. And then change again is good again for me. This, I don't know, I'm weird, I guess. So something happened the last couple of months. Basically, this started when I was watching the Reyes Cup. And the Vietnamese player, and I don't want to butcher his name, but I probably am, Duong Quoc Huong, something like that. Something about the way he played just really struck me. The look of utterly relaxed concentration on his face, his actual physical, relaxed style. What really struck me as, wow, the guy's really impressive to me. Since then, I've kind of made a style that I'm using that, if I had to describe it, and I guess I do because I'm making a video, let's say this Vietnamese player, Duong Quoc Huong, and Chris Melling had a love child. How that would happen, don't know. The style that I've been shooting with since the Reyes Cup has been that style. Couple of months now, I guess. And that's very rare for me to stick with anything for that long. What's even more rare for me is I'm shooting more accurately than I've basically ever shot in my life. I'm still missing some shots, absolutely. But if I miss a shot now, I feel like at least 95% of the time, if I miss now, it's a judgment issue. Remember, when you shoot, there's judgment and execution. You have to be able to see what you want to do, and then you have to be able to physically do it. Well, here recently, I am physically doing it. So if I miss a shot, miss a bank shot, especially because that's what I'm working on, my judgment was off. It's easier to fix if I know what the problem is. I know it's a judgment issue. It's easier to fix than going, well, was it judgment? Was it execution? We'll never know. It's been very nice for me, even though I do enjoy changing things up. You know what I enjoy more? Is running racks and making balls and being really accurate and knowing that I can blame judgment when I miss most of the time. I do still have execution errors. I'm, believe it or not a perfect player. If I was, I wouldn't be down here making a YouTube video for you guys. Much as I love you guys, I wouldn't be making a YouTube video. So, as far as physical style goes, just Love Child, Chris Melling, Don Quafong, that's the style that I've been using here for a couple months, and I don't really see any need to change it. I'm a grown man. I'm allowed to change my mind. This could still fall apart at some point, and then I'll just go on to something else. This has happened to me many times in the past, and it doesn't make me sad anymore. I feel like I just improved so much just by being consistently accurate and knowing that it's going to be a judgment issue and not a potentially some stroke inaccuracy that's happening that's causing me to mess things up. It's it's a lot easier to fix it. Like I said, if I know what the problem is, it's a lot easier to fix it than if I just, well, it's either this problem or that problem or some combination of the two. That's not as easy. So my physical style, yeah, it's set right now. Again, I could change my mind. I could change my mind later this evening. Well, not later this evening, tomorrow. Tomorrow being the holiday and all. Yay, 2025. So that's the physical style. The other half of the physical part of me is, my 59-year-old body hasn't really been a great friend to me this year. Um, I've talked before, I've got an infection in my elbow, and it's causing me a lot of pain when I have to straighten my elbow out, like when I'm getting ready to shoot a shot. If I keep it bent about this much, like the fetal position, it's fine. But I have not been able to adopt a stance that's decent with that. So I straighten the arm out, shoot, and pull it back, that type of thing. I do that. This has caused me to not play nearly as much in 2024 as I would have liked to. It has caused me to decide I'm not going to be playing in the one pocket in Derby City coming up at the end of January, because I have a limit. I can only play for so much in a given session before this just becomes just too painful and too distracting. And I can't make any shots because I'm too distracted by the pain here. But this is not a, hey, let's all feel sorry for Dave. Let's start a GoFundMe for Dave. Let's not do that. I'm just saying, that's the way it is. 2024 for me was, I designated at the beginning of the year to be the year of practice. I have daily chores that I do at least once a day, sometimes twice a day, morning session, afternoon session, before I get to play and have fun. I did stop them for a little while, but then I went back just to work on my concentration on what are basically easy shots. Yet I would still miss an easy shot. Work on my concentration so I don't miss those nearly as often anymore. That's kind of all 2024 has been for me. As this turned out, is like the year of practice. I don't play anybody. The last time that I played anybody, any kind of serious stuff, I got my absolute butt kicked by a much better player than me at a rail yard in Louisville. And I was supposed to lose, and yeah, I did lose. Boy, I lost big time to that guy. But other than that, I'm just down here trying to work on my concentration. I think succeeding in that. I've got this new physical style that I really like, and I hope I keep shooting well with it and don't have to switch again anytime soon. The elbow thing just kind of came out of the blue. If I had not had these problems, I don't know would anything have changed. would I've, gone out and, maybe rejoined a league and played all kinds of little local tournaments and stuff throughout the year? Honestly, probably not. But that would have been a work thing. I continued to work way over 40 hours a week. And that's just kind of the way it is. That's kind of the way it became. When they said, hey, you guys all work from home now, which was nice of them to do that. It was right at the start of the pandemic. Now I'm home, but therefore I'm at work to a lot of people. And it's not just me. There's an awful lot of us that are in that boat. It used to be you left the office, you were off work, and it would be kind of like an emergency or whatever before they would reach out to you in the middle of the night. But now in the middle of the night, I'm working. I'm at work. I'm not working. I'm at work. So let's see if Dave's near his computer. Anyway. I don't want to gripe about that too much. That's just the way it is. And as I've said before. It's nice to have a job, and I'm glad that I have one. So there's that. I'm trying to think. I don't think I've had any other physical issues going on except recently I had an ear infection that was just painful. I don't think I even ever mentioned that on any of my videos. It was just painful. It wasn't the type of ear infection that could mess up my balance. It was just painful, and as I've been through some pain in my life, including the elbow, I've had some dental pain and stuff. I could just deal with that. I mean, just help me to concentrate or whatever. So, I guess speaking of concentration, the next topic that I'll cover, the thing that I'm always working on, always have been working on, is my mental game. Not my mental game as far as knowledge and strategy, although that's there. But for me, it's mostly been about don't get distracted. Concentrate on, I like to try to concentrate on winning, not just concentrate on playing and having fun. Those are two different things. So don't be stupid. That's the type of concentration I'm talking about. Pay enough attention and don't be stupid. One of the things my daily chores is doing for me, they're easy shots, yet sometimes I miss them. And when I miss them, I know it's because of a concentration thing. It's not because I forgot how to aim a straight in ball in hand shot. It's a concentration thing, especially nowadays that I have a much more accurate physical style. It's only accurate if I do it right. If I skip a step or rush a step, it's not any better than anything else. So I'll continue to work on that, and I guess I continue to think, and every year I'd say, hey, I'm better at this now than I was last year. And I can keep saying that. I can say that I'm better physically, shooting wise, and shooting wise mentally than I've ever been in my life, I think. There's actually been times when I've shot better back in my heyday, but it was kind of luck, I guess. It feels now, when I think about it now, it feels like I got lucky all those times when I was breaking around rocks. I was just lucky. Because I had better vision and probably a lot more confidence and a lot more arrogance and cockiness and whatever else that all come together, and I basically just made balls. Nowadays, I know I'm not going to make the balls unless I do things right, do some physical things right, some mental things right. I guess everybody kind of gets to this point. If they're lucky enough to live that long, everybody's probably going to get to that point where they can't just rely on, I don't know, sheer talent that only shows up every now and then. They have to kind of try to force that talent. I'm not sure I'm wording this very well at all. I don't think I am. One of the other things that I always talk about to kind of like, if I played myself from the past, I talk about that kind of thing a lot. And I think right now I have to say the same thing that I've said for the last couple of years. Right now, if I played any past version of myself, except for like the 90s, I'm going to kill them. I'm going to kill them. They're not patient enough. They're not cautious enough. They're not savvy enough to beat me the way I play right now. If I played myself in the 90s, though, he's going to kill me because he never missed a damn ball. Never missed a damn ball. I usually try to wrap up my yearly recaps with goals for the new year, and the last couple of years have just been a complete bust. You know, a couple years in a row, I wanted to get out and play more and this and that. Didn't happen. Work. Well, this year, 2024, didn't happen because of work and the elbow. 2025, what are my goals? My goals are going to be just kind of, they're always the underlying goals, continuous improvement. I'm not going to have some kind of a lightning bolt from the sky that's going to instantly make me into a world champion. Now, I do understand this. Sucks, but I do understand it. But I can continuously improve. Little things, little things, little things. I did this thing last night where I realized in this physical style of mine, if I back up a little bit and then step into the shot versus just be aware and everything and bend over and shoot, just back up a little bit, that it's a slight improvement. It's not a night and day difference. I still miss shots if I back up. I still make shots if I don't back up. It's like a 55-45 is about what I said. So little improvements. Just keep doing those. And that's it for me. I'm not doing anything drastic, anything that I really haven't been trying to do in the past. I'm very hesitant to make any goals for 2025 because you just never know what's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen with work, with my arm, with my brain, my body. I'm going to be 60 in February if I live that long, and at that point you definitely have to start calling yourself an old man. You're no longer, I guess, middle aged. So if I had a goal, continuous improvement. I'm gonna continue to do my daily chores. I may tweak my chores a little bit, make them add some variety into them, I guess, because I do get sick of shooting the same shots every day. I guess I've said, if I miss a shot, that means I need to practice that shot, even if it does seem simple and stupid. If I miss it, that means I need to practice it and try to keep that kind of an attitude about everything. I know I've talked before about practicing a shot that if I have a shot and I'm always going to shoot it every time, I need to be 100% on that shot. But if it's a two-way shot, it's a little bit different. But I'm talking about an offensive shot. Say a bank shot. Are you going to shoot it straight back and play shape for something? There are some shots where I will do that. If I'm going to do that, I need to make it every time. Because if I missed, I just gave whatever I just played shape for to my opponent. Don't want to do that. I want to make it easier for them. So I guess I'm going to stop this video. It's still pretty early, but I don't have anything new to do. I'm getting ready to go do my annual thing again that I never look forward to, but always end up being fun for me. There's not going to be any more pool for me on this year. And so I'll see you guys this time next year, hopefully. And I hope everybody has a good 2025, whether they're watching or not, whether they like me or not, thumbs up or thumbs down, whatever. Have a good year. I wish that for everybody. Thanks, guys.